Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is December 9th, 2020. I want to cover a story of a guy that died on the 6th of December. He was a Los Angeles Dodgers scout by the name of Jairo Castillo. Supposedly he died from coronavirus. You know, the illness that only celebrities die from. So we're going to wait for a few more people to join us so that way we can get started with the presentation. I had to take off the beard. It was starting to bother me, but I don't know, I might grow it back. So hopefully you guys are hearing me right, because I've had so much issues with this microphone. But I guess we get started. I guess people are still oh, there it is. So our friends are here. Okay, so this story came out yesterday on December 8th that I guess he was an active Los Angeles Dodgers scout in the Dominican Republic. His name is Jairo Castillo. He passed away at the age of 31. And, his cause of death is they're already announcing that he died from coronavirus, which is just amazing because it seems like only celebrities die from this alleged virus, right? It says here, according to TMZ, that Los Angeles Dodgers scout Jairo Castillo died Sunday due to complications from COVID-19. The team confirmed Tuesday. He was 31 years old. So his death was confirmed yesterday, and there's a reason why they waited all the way till Tuesday, because it says here that he died on Sunday. They could have easily confirmed his death on Monday, but there's a reason why they waited till Tuesday. It's because Tuesday it was a span of 42 days after the Dodgers won the World Series. And if you guys been following the work, you should already know about the number 42 when it comes to black people and what it means to the Dodgers organization. Of course, their first black baseball player was Jackie Robinson, who wore the number 42. And a lot more to the 42. But let's keep reading what it says here in the TMZ report. So Castillo, who was signed by the New York Mets at age 16, was a cross-checker for the Dodgers in the Dominican Republic and previously worked with the Toronto Blue Jays and Milwaukee Brewers. Dodgers president Andrew Friedman spoke about Castillo's passing to the LA Times. "We are heartbroken over the loss of Jairo Castillo, who recently passed away in the Dominican Republic. Tragically, Jairo's promising baseball career was just getting started, and his death will be felt deeply by everyone who crossed paths with him. Castillo is survived by 2 baby boys, and a GoFundMe has been set up to support Castillo's family during the tragedy." Friedman continued, "Our deepest sympathy goes out to his family and loved ones. R.I.P." It seems to me like these people have no conscience. They can easily murder someone, and all they have to do is just come out with a quote that says, "We are deeply saddened by his loss," and that's it. I mean, how come the Dodgers didn't take responsibility and pay for all of the funeral fees and expenses? Why would they have to set up a GoFundMe account if he was employed by the Los Angeles Dodgers? Don't you guys think the Dodgers make enough money to support this man's family? Especially, his 2 baby boys. Why would they need a GoFundMe to do that? It's because, these people who signed that contract, I don't know if they are aware of it, but they are eventually signing their life away. And we've been proving that pretty much for the last 2 years consistently in this channel here. These celebrities that you guys see in the headlines, these guys are being ritualistically murdered by a very consistent pattern. And that pattern involves letters and numbers. There's a code out there called gematria, which is the practice of coding numbers into words, names, and phrases. And this is the code that we use to prove that these celebrities or these people in the headlines are not really dying from COVID-19 or, The things that they're telling us they're dying from. These people are being murdered ritualistically. And this code is what's used to script out their deaths. So this stuff is really easy to understand. This is just the alphabetic order forwards and backwards. Every letter in the alphabet has a numerical value. I know a lot of you did not know that, and probably because they never taught us that in school. But if you notice down here, it says, this is English ordinal. This is the alphabetic order, A through Z. Each letter sums to a number according to the position it holds in the English alphabet. So A being the first letter sums to 1, B is the second letter, C is the third, so on, right? So that's the alphabetic order. Now these ciphers here are the ciphers where you reduce all the double-digit letters into single-digit numbers. So J, the 10th letter in the alphabet, becomes 1 because you convert J into a single digit by adding these two digits together. So 1 plus 0 equals 1. So in the full reduction, J becomes 1 because 10 is 1 plus 0, right? K is the 11th letter. 1 plus 1 equals 2. In the reduction cipher, K equals 2 when you reduce it into a single digit. So you do that to every single letter in this cipher here. And these two ciphers is just simply the alphabetic order in reverse. A is 26, count back down to Z is 1. And then again, you apply the rules of numerology. All the double-digit letters, you convert it into single-digit numbers. So that's the code that we use to see through these bogus headlines. For example, one of the numbers that I talk about the most in this channel is the number 38. The day that this, I guess, former baseball player, Castillo, the day he died, that was a day with 38 numerology. And we always talk about the number 38. And it's because of this reason here. In the language of gematria, the word murder is 38. The word death is 38. The word killing is 38. And of course, the abbreviation for rest in peace is RIP, which also has gematria of 38. We always talk about that number because that number always shows up, especially when rappers get killed, right? Rapper equals 38. A lot of people in the headlines, they tend to die from strokes, right? Because the word stroke sums to 38. So this is why, we always see that number come up. And in this case, the guy died from COVID-19, which sums to 38. So he dies from COVID-19 on a day with 38 numerology. A ritual death. Like I mentioned, the reason they waited until Tuesday to report his death is because Tuesday is exactly 42 days after the Dodgers World Series championship this year. Notice they won on October 27th. From that day to the reporting of this man's death, it's a span of 42 days. And in gematria, Los Angeles Dodgers sums to 181, which is the 42nd prime number. So this was a Dodgers scout dying 42 days after the Los Angeles Dodgers win the World Series. And of course, the number 42 is a number that connects to Jackie Robinson, a very important number to the Dodgers. Remember, Chadwick Boseman died this year, and he was in the movie Jackie. This is the guy that he played Jackie Robinson in the movie Jackie Robinson, and he was 42 years old when he passed away. And then what makes it more interesting about him is that he actually died on Jackie Robinson Day this year. So just think about that. He played Jackie Robinson in the movie titled 42. He dies at the age of 42, and then he dies on Jackie Robinson Day. And that's how this stuff is. It's like this all the time. A lot of people don't notice it because a lot of people are not paying attention to what's going on. Everybody's brushing things off as coincidence. I mean, there's nothing coincidental about that. The guy's in the movie with playing as Jackie Robinson, and he dies on Jackie Robinson Day. There's nothing coincidental about that. And then he's 42 years old, like how Jackie Robinson wore the number 42. For those of you that to think that that's a coincidence, you guys got to be either brain dead or just retarded. Because that's like the odds of that happening organically is like 1 in a billion. But of course, Jackie sums for 42. He was the first black baseball player he wore to play in baseball. So I think that's why they put the number 42 on his back, because that's a number that's used to shame black people, right? The N word is 42. The word slavery is 42. Notice slavery is 102. From the death of Chadwick Boseman to December 8th, the day that they decided to report Castillo's death, it's a span of 102 days. Chadwick Boseman died on August 28th. So from August 28th to Tuesday, December 8th, it's a span of 102 days. Another number stamped on black people, right? Slavery is 102 and 42. Right? The N-word is 42 and 102. You know, these numbers that I'm talking about, these numbers show up all the time. All the time. And, you know, just think about it. The guy died at the age of 31. The Dodgers win the World Series, a score 3-1. And notice the Dodgers won 4 games to 2. And then 42 days after that game, you know, they came out and reported this man's death after winning the championship 4 games to 2 over the Tampa Bay Rays. His name in gematria sums to 144 and 54. Another pair of numbers that we've seen a lot this year because they connect to the Jesuit order, the people who are behind these 6 satanic rituals. They are the ones scripting the careers of these athletes and eventually scripting their deaths. Because, you know, every time these celebrities die, their numbers always show up, either in the name of the player or, you know, the date numerology. Somehow, some way, we always see the Jesuit numbers. Like how, what was it, yesterday that I put out the video about the rapper Blue Benji Kobe? He died 56 days after LeBron James won the championship. Society of Jesus equals 56. It's always the Jesuits. But the 2021 MLB season, it starts on April 1st. And usually when these former baseball players pass away, they always line them up with the upcoming MLB season. So their death is always connected to the previous MLB season and then the upcoming MLB season. So we notice how he died 42 days after the Dodgers won the World Series. But notice from the day that he actually died, which was December 6th, to the start of the MLB season, it's 116 days. And think about it. The Dodgers just finished winning the 116th. They just finished winning the World Series for the 116th. What is it? They just won the 116th World Series. Excuse me. So this past World Series, that was the 116th World Series that the Dodgers just won. And then this person here, Castillo, he dies 116 days before the start of the MLB season. 42 days after the Dodgers win it. And they won 4 games to 2. And paid tribute to Jackie Robinson and Chadwick Boseman, who passed away at the age of 42. The stuff seems complicated, but it's really not. You know, this stuff is really, really simple. Because it's like, you know, when you've been covering every single day, you look at a story and they really tell you in the headlines. All you have to do is just read the reporting. LA Dodgers scouts, right? So now automatically we know that this is a tribute to the Dodgers. That he dies at 31, COVID-19. Okay. We know COVID-19 equals 38, like death, murder, killing, RIP. But why 31? We look back at the Dodgers' last game of the season. They won 3-1 over the Tampa Bay Rays. And then they win the series 4 games to 2. And then we see like, okay, so why are they reporting this on December 8th? So we measure from the day that the Dodgers won the World Series to December 8th. And we kind of find out that it's a span of 42 days. And then notice how it says that there's, I don't know what this is, but they just put the number 83 up here next to the Facebook. There's a reason they did that. There's a reason they did that. The word murder, 83. I'm telling you, they code these headlines perfectly every single time. Why is this 83 there? Strange stuff. But just want to say rest in peace to Jairo Castillo. Hopefully, if any of his family members watch this video, at least you guys know what your family member died from. He did not die from no coronavirus. The coronavirus does not exist. The people who died from coronavirus are being murdered. And that is a fact. Go look at the last video that I made on, what was this guy's name? COVID Kapoor. The guy that designed the suit with the mask in 2019 before the outbreak was even announced. The guy name is COVID Kapoor. He makes a suit with a mask. And then, the headlines, they just love to mock people, right? A 2019 Project Runway contestant named COVID, who made mask, has people buzzing. The guy name is COVID Kapoor, which sounds to 56. Just like coronavirus. We learn these numbers, you're going to see that they code it every single time in the headlines. And then the designer is from Brooklyn, New York, the same place where Anthony Fauci was born. Anthony Fauci is 56, just like the guy's name that designed the outfit. And then they picked this model, Nola Sommerkamp, because her name sums to 56. So those of you wondering what happened to this man was murdered ritualistically. No doubt about it. Just like Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman, the day that he died, they changed his age to 43 when it clearly said that he was 42 when he passed away. Luckily, we documented this the day that he died. And this is why it's good to document stuff, because then you can see how the media just changes stuff around. Notice the headline that says Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther star, dies at 43. But then when you looked on Wikipedia, we noticed that he was actually 42 years old. He was born in 1977, not 1976. His year of birth was changed the same day that he passed away. I mean, how was I able to get this screenshot here? It's because I captured it and I documented it before they was able to change it. He was 42. He played in the movie 42. He played as Jackie Robinson and then died on Jackie Robinson Day at the age of 42. And, of course, that's the number that Jackie Robinson used to wear as a player. And, of course, Jackie sums to 42. And that's the number stamped on black people. So that's why the Dodgers decided to wait 42 days after they won the championship to announce that Mr. Castillo died from coronavirus. There's no other reason. They could have easily told people on Monday, but no. They waited till Tuesday. So just want to say rest in peace to Jairo Castillo. And thanks everybody for joining us today. And yeah, I did notice that. I appreciate everybody. I would really appreciate if you guys hit the like button, because for some reason nobody's getting notified of these videos and nobody's watching these videos for some reason. And these videos are flooded with information. I just wish more people would watch it, because this stuff is important. But I appreciate everybody anyways, If it bothers you to hit the like button, you don't have to do it. But I would really appreciate it, because it will definitely make this video more, trendy, I guess. But you guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Take care, everybody. And also rest in peace to Jairo Castillo once again. This stuff is really sick. The guy's 31 and he leaves 2 baby boys behind.